Welcome back to the multiplayer survival game template and Dismemberment and BoneBreak system integration. Step 6. We're going to stay inside the manager inventory. Again, what we're going to do here is we will create a cheeky wee function. So let's make the function and give it f underscore get DABB active socket. Get Dismemberment and BoneBreak active socket, DABB active socket. Perfect. And inside here, we're going to want to make sure this is a pure function. And we're going to bring in the equipped item here. So now this is going to feel a little messy when we do it, but there's no other way of pulling this information back. Cast to SGT usable. No, that's completely wrong. SGT usable. Make that a pure cast. Then we bring this out to BBC DABB weapon component. Weapon data, my apologies. Then take this out to the owning bone data. And then from here we get the ST current animations. Which one are we? Current weapon animation. There we go. And we just want to get that as well. Excellent. So it does seem like a wee bit of a guddle, but it's fine. Here we go. Let's straighten this out a bit so it's a bit more readable. Right. Now we're just going to break this last node here. Extend this down. Now bring in the return node. And what we want to do is we want to get the 3 sockets and just add them to the return nodes here. I should bring the names in. We shouldn't have to do too much about making changes. That's perfect. So let's save this and compile. Excellent. Now we want to find the equip usable function. And inside here, we want to find the attach actor to component. Should be about here somewhere. And see how we've got the weapon slot just there. What was this? Find this crazy little function that we've made. Active slot. And we want to find socket for use and bring that in. And that's us done. Compile and save. Step 7. Now, before we do this step, make sure everything's backed up. Okay, everything's stored away, backed up, updated back to Git, wherever, zipped copies. Just make sure you're backed up. Okay. Now we're past that. You're probably going to hate me for this one. So we'll go through this, but what you'll need to do is you'll need to plan out the holdable items that you're going to use and the DABB weapon data that we're going to assign to them. Work on the principle that you're going to make child objects of, say for example, a rifle, machine gun will all be child objects of each other, just so it inherits all of the configurations we're about to put in. because there's a lot of information we've got to jam into this. So here goes. Let's just start with the machine gun weapon. All right, that's going to be under SGT blueprints, beep, beep, boop, actors, examples, weapons, shotgun, machine gun. Let's do machine gun. Right. So we're going to open this up. I'll just pop this across the side here. Bring this back. And what we're going to look at now is we're going to bring up the rifle blueprint for in the dismemberment pack. So blueprints, weapons, rifle. I'm going to jam this on the left. If I don't mess that up, I have indeed. There we go. That was so difficult. Right. Okay, there we go. What I want to do is click on DABB weapon data. So BPC, DABB weapon data. This is going to be on both the objects that we're going to be looking at. And we're going to be populating information inside this component. The original rifle blueprint from the dismemberment pack is on the left and the SGT is on the right. It's important that we remember this. So let's get started. The value we want to change is on the animation list. In the animation list, we're going to have 5 different arrays and a lot of nonsense in between them. So what we're going to do, there we go. We expand this down, you're going to see all the animations that are associated with the rifle in the specific animation states. Right now, these only affect the upper body. Unless you're on a crawl, then it affects inevitably the whole body. I want you to expand both 0 and also character damage state. You see on the right hand side has nothing. The description is for your own reference. Character damage state is the value that is going to be relevant for this animation set. So we want these to match up. So damage left leg, damage leg left, damage leg right. Excellent. And I will move this in front so it's not dependent on that, so the window doesn't keep jumping. Click on here to here. Magnifying glass, arrow. Right. Now, can ADS in current state allows you to aim down sights. Now, we've not integrated that yet, but it's going to be a bit later on. Cool. Right hand gun, socket for use. Remember, we made the wee function for that's bringing back the appropriate sockets to be using for each of these. Excellent. Exclude left arm animations. Let's go to 1, 1. So for our own sanity, let's minimize 0. Let's minimize here and 0. That means we're only working on the first one. Left arm damaged. So you can understand what's actually going on with these damage states. The left arm's damaged. It doesn't really matter if your left leg or right leg is damaged, singular. Both of them are damaged, the animation state's inevitably going to change, but how you're holding the weapon won't really vary on the upper half from the lower half. So let's just find this damaged arm left, leg left, arm left, and leg right, arm left. And that looks correct. So again, magnifying glass, arrow. Told you they were going to hate me for this. All right. Again, we can ADS in current state. Now, you'll have to do this for whatever animations you have and for all of the weapons that you have. This is why I was referring to basically the requirement to make a parent one for your rifle, your pistol, your axe, your, I don't know, turnip launcher, and then make a child blueprint of it and then work from there. So at least the animation set will carry across with this one, and the rest of the little values you're going to set will be relevant just to that object. So this one's done. Minimize, minimize. On to 2. Again, remember the damage states. So in right arm damaged, we're going to find damaged right arm. And then on number 1, we're going to have left leg, arm right. Left leg, arm right. And then leg right, arm right. And again, so any of these animations can be swapped out for any of your own. They'll be independent from the animations held on the lower half of the body. So if you want to update them, they'll be referenced on the bone data on the actual character itself. Cool. And they'll be on the human section of the animation sets under the Dismemberment and BoneBreak animations. Third section, we're halfway there. And yes, this is as monotonous as it feels. So both legs damaged. So both legs are damaged. Both arms will be okay. So we're going to be looking for crawling animations here. So let's left leg, right leg damaged, damaged, left leg, leg right, leg left, leg right. Yep, perfect. And again, make sure you catch all of these. So the holster socket is relevant for the weapon that you're using, and the socket for use is the available hand. I've set these up working on the principle that the default right is the dominant hand, left is the fallback hand if something's obviously been broken. Now 4 is showing as left leg, leg right, arm left. So both legs, one arm. Perfect. So this is where it gets confusing. Take your time trying to figure these out because it's very easy to start going down the wrong route on these and then wonder why your animations are just horribly wrong when you've blown both the legs away and the wee guy's hopping about. There we go. Just go through these. All right. So one arm, no legs. We're working on the assumption that you're not going to be able to aim down the sight on a rifle. Basically, you're lucky you're still alive at this stage. Right hand gun. Perfect. And now we've got the last section, which is both legs and right arm damage, the exact opposite of what we've just done, obviously. And this one is called damaged left leg, left leg, left, nope, left leg, left, no, no, I keep pressing the button, don't know why I keep pressing the button. Left leg, leg right, arm right. There we go. And no ADS, I didn't bother even putting an animation in here for that. Sure. Let's go through this last batch here, and this should just get us to the end of this enough to allow us to get on a little bit further. Cool. So you've successfully, after you copy the sockets, configured a weapon or a holdable for the dismemberment and BoneBreak system. Why? Oh, poo. 1 second. I believe I have 2 versions of this open, which is going to be very frustrating. Yeah, so not that one, this one, I delete. Right. Cool. And it's saved. Excellent. So just to recap on what we've done is plan this out so you have a child object that you can create for each of these, so you don't have to keep going through this process again. Click on the DABB weapon data and just rattle through and copy all of the example animations. Again, please swap them out for different or better animations. There will be more animations coming soon. I'm just in the process of building a motion capture suit so I can get better animations, more specific for what I need for this pack. Thanks for watching. Next video we'll look a little bit further into how we can get these 2 packs to work together.